Hey, this is Catherine with Abba's Heart, and I'm doing something new today. I've been learning a little bit about foraging and wanted to bring you along on my little journey. I just went and foraged a little bit tonight. So let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, so first, these are some almonds that I'm cooking up with coconut oil. So here's the coconut oil that I'm using, and it's cold pressed. Noticed it's unrefined, so it does actually have a coconut flavor, but I like coconut, so it's not a problem for me. Then I'm doing a little bit of this. Then I wanted to show you what I went and foraged. So these are daylilies. They kind of look like a tiger lily, but they're not, because tiger lilies actually have the little brown spots incorporated in them. Anyhow, these are sweet. They taste very good. So I've got some of those here. This is, they call them red. Obviously, it's more pink. This is a cosmos. So this cosmos, I think it's that one, is a little peppery, and the white one is a little sweet. Maybe they're not peppery, but nevertheless. All right, then, because I love color, here is another daylily, only this time it's yellow. Some more cosmos. So, yeah, I didn't know that you could eat flowers for years. And then somebody, this was when I was younger, and somebody said, "Oh, you can eat the flower." I thought, what? You can't eat flowers? Well, I was brought up in a small town. Okay, this is bouquet dill. So I'm going to enjoy this as well. Now, these are dock. These are seeds from dock. And what you can do with that is it's seeds plus the thing that they're in, right? So it's not all seed, but nevertheless. What you can do with dock and the seeds thereof is you can grind them and make a alternative flour out of them. I'm just gonna throw them on top. Actually, I'm gonna do like this, and we'll just see how it turns out. Okay, then this is regular lettuce that in the garden, like you would plant seeds for it. This is not foraged. This is regular lettuce. That one. Okay, but this one is wild lettuce. So I'm not sure if that is a wild lettuce or if that's a sow thistle. Regardless, it's in the dandelion family. Okay. Anyhow, these are really good. They are bitter. Like dandelions are bitter. Okay, this is plantain. Plantain you can cook just like spinach. All right, so that's what I'm planning on doing. Plantain's really good for you as far as removing pain. I don't know how to do that yet, so I'm learning, but little by little. Okay, now here's some more of the wild lettuce. These leaves can get really big if you let them grow. These are edible, okay? Now, this is pretty cool. So these are the leaves of a creeping bellflower. So let's go run outside, and I want to show you a creeping bellflower. Okay, this is my hydrangea that a dear friend gave to me. It's just absolutely gorgeous. This is a creeping bellflower. And they call them creeping because They are very invasive. However, you can eat the leaves. I tried the flower. I don't know if the flower is good for you or not. Didn't hurt me. But definitely you can eat the leaves in a salad if you do eat them raw. And if you want to cook them, then they're your wild greens, so it's not going to hurt you either way. Okay, now this little guy, I don't have the name of it, but it's just another one of those wild things. These are tangy. When I was a kid, I loved these. And they look like clovers. I mean, they've closed up right now, but if you can see, sorry, how it kind of looks like a heart shape, and then there are 3 of them. That'll preach. That's a picture of the love of God for us. Here's one. See it? How it's 3. 1, 2, 3. And they're all hearts. God the Father loves you. Jesus the Son loves you. And the Holy Spirit loves you. So, more of the sow thistle. So basically a dandelion and a sow thistle and wild lettuce, they're all of the same family, and they're pretty bitter. Okay, now this is mulberry leaf. Okay, so they can get to be pretty big if you let them grow. That's another one of the dock. And I don't know if I have any mulberries in here or not. No, I think I ate them. They were really good this year, by the way. Okay, here is sage. Sage is really good for clearing the air, especially if you burn it. I just encourage you that with any one of the herbs, do not worship herbs, okay? And, oh, that smells so good. Keep them as what they are. They're a gift from God for us. So you're going to have medicinal purpose, you're going to have culinary purpose, but it's not intended to, worship at all. Just don't do that. Worship God and thank Him for everything He gives us, okay? And after the sage, I think I got some dill. Oh yeah, here it is. So here's some dill. It's a little light green, but anyway, so just wanted to share that. And what I'm going to do, that's another sage. So I'm going to mix all of this up, okay? Do I know what I'm doing? Not really, but I do know that none of these are poisonous, and so therefore, I'm not going to get hurt. And some of them are bitter, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm just going to rinse them off. There are no herbicides on them, but, there might be a little bit of dirt. I don't know, there might be a bug or two. I don't know, but anyhow, so I'm going to just get them all kind of cleared of whatever could possibly be there. Okay. There we are. Oh. Notice again, you have another heart. That's just a reminder that Jesus loves you and He's supplying your every need. Okay, so you can hear this, and now you see how it just immediately turns green. So this is one of them, and okay. hold on. Okay, so, oops, there we are. So what I ended up doing is I just cut everything up, and it's kind of an interesting aroma. I put the dill in there, all of the greens, all of the leaves. Now, just like when you do spinach, it gets down to being really small, really fast. When you cook kale, kale pretty much keeps its size. But when you do spinach, spinach goes real small, real fast. All right, now, the flowers I am not going to cook because I don't know how that would be. But I just cut all those up, put them in here, all right? And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a few spices. I want to just add a little bit of salt. And I like to use the Celtic sea salt. Oh, no, that's a little backwards, but Celtic sea salt is so good for you. I don't know if I had mentioned to you before at all, but you know, there's just a lot of minerals in the Celtic as well as the real salt. But I wanted to show you this. So this is Soleil. What I did was I took 5 tablespoons of that Celtic salt and dissolved it. Okay, then you take 1 tablespoon a daily in the water. So I'll shake it up. Oops. And now it's all a mess. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set it aside here. Right there. Stay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. It'll settle again. And then once it's all settled, then what you do is you take a tablespoon of it and you put it in your water bottle. And then you carry it around with you. And then you will get your minerals. You'll get your electrolytes, especially in the heat. And you won't be fainting out in this 85-degree weather that we've been having. And then also, a little bit of salt with your water, that Soleil, actually enables your body to absorb the water in. Okay, so anyhow, we drink water and we drink water and we drink water. But we don't always get the water in the cell because the balance between, you know, the electrolytes, the salt, the water, having a little bit of salt, not drinking out of the ocean, but having a little bit of salt enables the cell to absorb the water. So if you're finding yourself just really thirsty, sweating a lot because of the heat, throw in a little bit of that Soleil, just 1 tablespoon in your water bottle, and lo and behold, you're going to be taking care of your body and you won't be so dehydrated. All right, so now I want to show you these greens. I mean, they look amazing. I've put a little bit of salt in them. And what I like to do is I like to use cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is actually really good for you. It has a way of, you know, these herbs that the Lord gives us are amazing. And I'm just starting on my journey with them, so I don't know a whole lot, but I know enough to know that some of them are really good. So that's the cayenne pepper. You can always grow your own cayenne peppers. For example, this. Dry them and then grind them yourself. Be very, very careful anytime you grind peppers because they will go up your nose, into your brain, into your lungs, and they just might not be your friends. So whenever you're grinding peppers, then make sure you're outside, you've got a nice bit of a breeze so that you're not sneezing and it's not getting into your lungs. My husband did that years ago. He did a lot of hot peppers, and he happened to be in his garage at the time. This was before we met. And he hurt himself. He didn't destroy anything. The Lord was gracious, but he learned, do not do what I did. So yeah, make sure when you're grinding peppers, do it outside where there's a nice breeze, very well ventilated. Otherwise you're going to be in pain. You don't want that. So anyhow, so here are my greens, and I'm going to enjoy them, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Now, isn't that a beautiful display? Lovely flowers. I mean, it's almost too pretty to eat. The greens are just calling. And I got this amazing meal from my backyard. So, just to encourage you, foraging is not a bad idea at all, and especially in this day and age when life can be expensive. If you happen to have any kind of book or anything on foraging, you might want to delve into it and just see what's in your backyard and you can partake of. So anyhow, remember, Abba's heart is for you. He loves you, just like we saw on the leaves of the bellflower. And everything that he has for you is for your good. So if you're in a time of beauty, as these flowers, rejoice. If you're in a time of sorrow, rejoice. Because either way, it's for your good. You're becoming more like him, and he's taking care of us. He loves you. God bless you, and shalom, shalom. Have a good morning whenever you watch this video. And even the flies like it. I'm going to enjoy this. Good night.